What's up, Aquarius? Sorry it took me so long to get to you guys. Things have been a little crazy around here lately. But I am here now, and we're going to see what's up with you guys for the month of July. Anybody that would like a personal reading, the information will be in the description box below. And this month, we are running a little bit of a little giveaway. So I want you guys to go ahead and comment, because the video that gets the most comments on August 1st, I'm going to go through and look at all the comments and pick a random commenter, and that person is going to win a free reading with me, and that's going to be a free video, Skype, email, reading, whatever the person chooses. So go ahead and comment, and that reader might just be you, or that commenter might just be you. So go ahead and comment. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on with you. Now in your pre-shovel reading, it looks like some of you guys are walking away from something, and you're trying to get away from that feeling of being in lack and everything like that. It looks like you have, as a matter of fact, and you're pretty happy about whatever it is you walked away from, and you were ready to go ahead and pop off into something new. A little Knight of Wands energy there. You borrowed some of that fire energy from your fire friends. So that's a good energy to be in, as long as you're being careful and being a little bit careful on where you're going. But we'll see what's going on with that. But anybody that's seen any of my readings knows that I don't just pull from the deck. I take jumpers, and I have a whole stack of them pop out. I may not necessarily take it, but we'll see what's going on with you guys and see if that pre-shuffle energy shows up in your main reading. Now, the main spread is going to be done with the Manga Tarot, and I'm going to be clarifying with the Tattoo Tarot. But let's see what's going on with you, Aquarius. Ooh, you guys are chatty. I like it. Give me 2 more cards for my Aquarius friends here, and we will get going with this reading. But like I said, somebody walked away from something that you figured no longer served you, and trying to move on into a brighter tomorrow. Excuse me. All right. Here we go. I like it. So the main energy that's overseeing this reading right now is that pre-Empress energy, that 9 of Pentacles. You are feeling yourself. You have your 9 Pentacles. You are feeling good. You have your 9 Pentacles, your little sparrow on your finger. You are happy. You are feeling beautiful and sunny and abundant. Look at you in your little corset and your thigh highs, feeling pretty and abundant and sexy. Look at you going. I told you you were walking away. You're feeling that Knight of Wands energy, wanting to go forth. Feel, get yourself some. Feeling abundant and fruitful. Man, she is hot. She is sexy. Look at her. Look at her. She is feeling herself. And that is you right now. But your central energy is you are in the grips of the Wheel of Fortune. You are like the 2nd or 3rd sign to get this. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, you might have had a little bit of a rough go of it at first, because the Wheel of Fortune will come through and take out some of the things that no longer serve you before it brings in all that good stuff that it promises you. So if you are not experiencing all that good stuff that the Wheel of Fortune promises, I promise you it is coming. The Wheel of Fortune is that turn of good luck, that turn of good fortune. It brings in all that good stuff. Jupiter, which is, he has been in play since November and will be here until December of this year. He's currently in retrograde, but he's about to flip and go back direct. I believe it's in August. So he's the ruler of this card, and he's about to start bringing in all that wonderful happy joy good stuff. And you might feel in a way that you have a hand in the middle of your back pushing you forward, and you are being divinely guided at this moment. And You definitely have good luck and fortune and the divine on your side at this moment. And in the past, just like I told you, you're in that pre-Empress energy. And in the past, you were feeling like the Empress. Or you may have been dealing with someone that is embodying this energy. But you were in that Empress energy, that growth, that abundance, that very fertile energy where everything you touched turned to gold, perhaps. Or that you could put things into motion and you could set it going and you can make it grow and be fruitful and multiply. And that's what you had your sights set on, is getting things going. However, you may feel a little lost and a little confused, or feel that there may be things that you don't know right now, or maybe you have some anxieties, or feel that your path may not be extremely well lit at the moment, or perhaps you are dealing with a Pisces, because the moon card is the card of Pisces. Give me just a moment, I need something to drink. But you might feel that, you know, your path might not be, you know, very well let out. And when the Wheel of Fortune is in control, you may not always know where you're going, what you're doing, and where all this stuff is coming from, but you just know that it is coming. And while your path may not be as well lit when the sun is bright and shining, the moon does light your path. You just got to be a little more careful on where you plant your feet and where you are going. And this can lead to some anxiety. But there's no reason to feel that anxiety. And you may be, you know, looking back at all the seeds that you have planted, all the things that you have done in the past, everything that has happened, what has served you, what has not served you, what is coming to fruition and what is not, and what, you know, where you have succeeded and where you haven't, and what's going to serve you in the future, and trying to be patient. And that's the energy that you're sitting in. That is what is on your mind. What's in your heart, though? You might feel a little bit stalled out in your heart right now, because that's the Eight of Swords energy. You're feeling a little stalled out. You're feeling a little stuck. However, this is that mental energy right now. You know, swords or that mental energy. And in the Eight of Swords, we keep ourselves in this energy. We don't have to be here. There's no swords that are in front of you. You can step out at any time. These bindings aren't as tight as you think they are. Though, you know, in this card, she seems pretty bound up. It doesn't look like she's going to be getting out of that. That's some BDSM shit right there. She seems pretty bound up, pretty chained up. But again, this is that mental energy. So something in your past, whatever you have walked away from, you still feel slightly bound to it. And it's got you in your head. You know, and you're feeling pretty stuck, pretty stagnant within it right now. And because of that stuck, stagnant energy, your obstacle, your fear, your obstacle right now is taking that new leap of faith. And you could be dealing with an Aries, because the Fool is the card of an Aries. So you could have been dealing with an Aries. Okay, but it is taking that new leap of faith. It is closing your eyes and leaping forward and saying fuck it all and starting over, and not necessarily knowing where your feet are going to land, only trusting that the divine has your back and that everything's going to be okay. Now, in the normal Rider-Waite, this guy has a little bitty white terrier that's with him that protects him. But in this deck, that guy's got a Rottweiler. He's got a shit ton of protection. So, and this one, the divine definitely has your back. You have an ass ton of protection. It's not like you got this little white yippy dog that's only going to chew people's ankles. This one's going to eat motherfuckers' faces. So you have protection. There is nothing for you to fear when it comes to taking that leap of faith. Whatever you are contemplating doing, whatever you are looking in, whatever seed you are sowing, and whatever leap of faith you are afraid of taking, you definitely have the divine at your back. It's because you have this wheel of fortune that is on your side right now. Jupiter has you. That wheel is spinning, and it is spinning in the right direction to bring that goodness into you, to bring that good fortune into you. And while you might feel stuck and stagnant, you are trying to meditate. You are trying to bring that peace and that fertility and that balance into you. You are trying to meditate and bring that peace and to heal and relax after whatever heartbreak or whatever you had to walk away from. These are the three swords of whatever turmoil, whatever heartbreak, whatever betrayal you had, and that one sword of clarity. And while you have these behind you, you have that one right here, so you can still chop motherfuckers' heads off when they come to play with you. So you got a Rottweiler that's going to chew people's face off, and you got a sword to chop people's heads off if they come and mess with you. While you are still in that deep meditative place where you need to rest, reheal, and recoup with your bird and your pinnacles. What's coming at you? You got options. You got options. You got 2 7s too, which is divine numbers, which again tells me the divine definitely has your back in all of this. And you are going to have many options that come at you. They may be business options, and they may be options in love, but you are going to have options. Now, because you have the moon card, they may not always come at you very clearly. You may not always know what they are, so you're going to have to look at them very carefully. And because you're having a card of patience and of taking stock of things, again, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and look at them very, very carefully. Because inside of each of these cups, if you notice, not everything in each of those cups is a good thing. One of them, you know, has a snake, one has a dragon, one has a pretty lady, one has a castle, one has a wreath, one has diamonds, one has, I don't know, a fucking handkerchief? I don't know what you do with a handkerchief. I don't know. Blow your damn nose. So not all of it is going to be good. You know, you're going to have to pick and choose. So because you have the moon, you're going to carefully have to put, you know, watch where you put your feet. So while in the pre-shuffle energy, I got that Knight of Wands. You might want to not be that Knight of Wands popping off energy, popping off very quickly, going off and doing things that you want to do. You might want to more so think about moving into that Knight of Pentacles energy, which is the slowest knight in the deck, and you often want to kick him in his chest and get his fucking pump started. But that knight gets shit done because he meticulously watches where he puts each and every one of his damn feet. He doesn't hit a pothole, he doesn't hit a ditch, but he definitely gets where he's going, and it gets done, and it gets done correctly. And he doesn't pick the wrong cup because he sits there and analyzes each of these cups. But this can also be, don't get analysis paralysis when you're looking at this either. Don't sit here and stare at this for fucking 7 years. That 7 doesn't mean stare at this for 7 damn years until, you know, you turn into an old lady or an old man and this all just passes you by. Your advice from Spirit, the divine, God, whatever you want to call it, is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Get out of it. Get over it. I know it's easier said than done. And that's probably what has you in this stuck energy right here, is with this, what you're getting over. These 3 of Swords and that clarity that you're healing from. That's that ultimate betrayal right there. That's 10 swords. Somebody came through, made a fucking pincushion out of you. That chick's bleeding all over the place. It's to release this energy. Release it. Yeah, it hurt. It sucked. But the 10 is the completion of that cycle. 10 is the worst. Nothing else is going to come out of it. Once you hit that 10, you don't go to an 11 of swords. You go back to the 1. You get your clarity and you move on. Your clarity comes, your lessons have been learned, and you go forth. So there's nothing worse that comes after the 10. There's nowhere else they can stick you. They done stabbed you in the head, they done stabbed you in the back, they done stabbed you in your ass. They stabbed you everywhere they can stab you. But you need to release this energy so that you can move forward into this goody goodness, this growth, this abundance that the universe wants to bring in for you. That the universe is going to bring in for you. That Jupiter's bringing in for you. But you got to release this. You got to get unstuck. I can't even hold my cards today. That Mercury retrograde, man, is fucking with me. So you got all this goody goodness that's coming in, Aquarius. All this goody goodness. Woo, goody, 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 goody gumdrops. Candy Martin. I'm into the Candy Martin, Charlie. I love that video, by the way. But you got to release this energy. You got to get unstuck. Because this is some really, really good shit. I'm going to clarify your options. I also want to clarify why you're so stuck. Ooh. Come on, talk to me. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Alright, so the Eight of Swords is being clarified by the Page of Wands. And what I get from that is that you want to pop off. Like I told you, I saw the Knight of Wands. And you have the idea of wanting to go and pop off and do the, you know, do that. I want to say make an offer, like I told you. I saw that energy. But you're holding yourself back. Because again, you're afraid to do it. You want to start something new. You want to do something new, and you're holding yourself back because you're afraid to do it because you don't know where you're going to land and what you're going to do. Now the options. The options have to do with emotional fulfillment. Now, you could be, you know, partying, having a good time, but they could have a lot to do with a reunion. And there might be some competition that is surrounding it, because I got the Queen of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Now, that competition, it's not like the Five of Swords kind of mind-fuckery competition. The Five of Wands is, you know, it could be that friendly, businessy kind of competition, or it could be going back on the dating scene, or something along those lines, or, you know, it could be any kind of that kind of competition on that line. It's not like that hardcore, you know, bad fighting kind of Seven of Wands, kind of Nine of Wands, or that Five of Swords kind of cutting people's heads off kind of thing. No, it's not like that at all. But it could be going out, especially with this Three of Cups being next to it, and then the Queen of Cups next to it. It could just be you going back out on that dating scene, and that's where these options are coming from, is you're going to have all these options come at you once you step back out on that dating scene, Aquarius, and these people are going to come at you, and you're going to have to use your discernment to see, you know, who you want and what you're going to do. With that being said, oh, never mind. It's not going to answer me, because your the Ten of Swords in reverse was clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me when you step out and you make yourself available, and these options start coming at you, and it could be a King or Queen of Wands comes, or King or Queen of Cups that comes at you, which is a very emotionally available, very emotionally stable individual that is good for you, who is loving, who is romantic, and who is what you may need to help you along with this healing process. that you are either reunited with or introduced with, but you are going to have many options that come at you. And this may be the energy you portray when you step back out on that dating scene, as a matter of fact. Because that's what I get from this. With, you know, these 3 cards right here. That's a lot of what I get from that, actually, is, you know, stepping back out on that dating scene, being more available again. The universe definitely has your back on that, and it's going to turn out very, very well for you. But I'm going to need you to use your discernment and be careful with stepping into that Knight of Wands energy that I saw in that pre-shuffle energy. I'm going to need you to use your discernment, because again, while you have all these options, not all of them options are going to be great ones, okay? So don't get yourself, you know, all wrapped up in your headspace. Go out there, have some fun. If you're looking for an actual true love connection, don't go out there in that Knight of Wands energy looking for a good time, talking about, oh, all I'm looking for is a good time, because you're going to wrap up getting yourself hurt if what you're looking for is that actual true love connection. If you're looking for a love connection, go out there like the Queen of Cups and be honest in that Queen of Cups energy. Don't go out there with the Knight of Wands expecting that the King of Cups is going to come at you. That's what I'm getting at with that. Okay? But you are feeling yourself, you're feeling good, and you're going to have plenty of options coming at you. You are definitely going to be the center of attention, and people are going to want you, and they are going to come at you, and it's going to be good. And it's going to be good, and the universe definitely has your back, and a lot of good things are coming toward you. And you are going to be very successful in them, even though it may look like your path is a little dark right now. But the universe has you, and it's going to guide you. So don't be afraid to leap. The universe had you. You got a Rottweiler guard dog, man. And you got a lot of swords that you need to cut people's heads off if you need to. And the universe definitely has your back. So it looks really good for you, Aquarius, okay? Looks really good for you. And you are definitely the belle of the ball. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Again, make sure to comment so that when I go and look at the commenters, I just might pick you. That's what I have for you. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.